Hello, and thanks for joining us today. If you're watching this, you're already looking to the future. And that's what direct-to-garment printing technology is all about, the future of garment decoration. I'm Johnny Schell, and I've been in the printing industry for over 30 years. And it's been my life's passion to be up to date on where our industry is going. I was there when the first DTG models started entering the marketplace. I applauded the ability to print a photographic image directly to a t-shirt. I was critical of the difficulties early models had with white ink. I've tested and trained alongside companies of all sizes that have added DTG printing to their lineup. So you could say I know a few things about the topic. In fact, if you look around, you'll find lots of first-generation Brother models still in use today. That dedication to doing things the right way led to Brother's well-earned reputation for being at the side of printers and garment decorators at every point in the life cycle of their businesses. From day one, Brother has insisted that all new printers be installed by a trained technician who could be there to answer questions firsthand. And their support over the years has been second to none. Today, you can even get 24/7 online training through the comprehensive yet user-friendly Brother Academy. All of that dedication and technological advancement has led to what we're here to discuss today. Brother's 5th generation of DTG printers, the GTX Pro series. The team at Brother spent a lot of time on the front lines, getting to know how shops of all sizes used DTG printing in their day-to-day operations, and hearing exactly what they needed to make their businesses more efficient and more profitable. What they heard loud and clear was this: it all starts with print speed. This industry is about production. The more you create, the more you can potentially make. So Brother set out to not only increase the actual print speed, but to also streamline every aspect of the printing process, to allow for faster processing and execution of orders. The cornerstone of the advancements found in the GTX Pro is the new white ink printhead with internal circulation. Brother has never stopped trying to make white ink more manageable. And they've always known that keeping the white ink in a constant state of readiness would reduce total production time and lower running costs. That's exactly what this new printhead does. It actually circulates the ink inside the printhead, so the white ink is always ready for use. And these are industrial grade printheads, meaning they are manufactured to handle the requirements of a production shop and to stand up to the constant demands of round-the-clock use or the start and stop and start again realities of smaller shops. Of course, getting the ink to the printhead is just as important. That's where the GTX Pro has once again stepped up its game with innovative ink delivery systems designed to fit the production volume specific to the requirements of your shop. One of the features that Brother DTG printers have always been known for is their large printhead to substrate gap. And that's no small advancement. That's what allows you to print crisp, high-definition images directly to just about any substrate. Working hand in hand with the printhead to substrate gap are the optional platens you can get from Brother, and they have a ton. And you can switch them out in just seconds, making it easy to manage workflow and accommodate practically any request. The GTX Pro helps you achieve the ideal print quality on all of those unique substrates with the dual height platen sensors. With them, you'll know that your substrate is set to the optimal print distance from the printheads and will run cleanly through the printer. And we all know, when the process is easier for the operators, production increases and hopefully profits follow. Now these are the features you'll find on every model in the GTX Pro series. But now let's talk about how GTX Pro has models built specifically for businesses of all sizes. First up is the standard GTX Pro model, which is designed for entrepreneurs looking to start a business, smaller print shops looking to grow their business, and even medium-sized print shops looking to add new items to their product offering. Because these shops generally don't run multiple shifts or print thousands of items at a time, the ink is delivered in pouches that load directly into the printer. These pouches come in a variety of volumes, making it more affordable based on your specific requirements, and giving you a variety of options to lower your cost per print. These pouches also create less waste in the landfills. Another advantage that I think shops at this level will enjoy is the automated maintenance features. The upgraded maintenance station reduces automatic cleaning time by 45%. The wet capping station helps eliminate the possibility of ink drying on the nozzle plate. And the built-in temperature and humidity sensor constantly monitors the temperature and humidity in its environment and adapts accordingly to preserve the life of its components. With all your newfound margins, you could easily invest in a bunch of fancy design software, but you don't have to. That's because the GTX Graphics Lab printing software lets you easily arrange and size your designs, add text elements, and incorporate stylization and distress effects to create truly unique designs. Basically, the GTX Pro pouch ink model is a ready-made way to get your foot in the door with DTG printing and to expand your sales opportunities. In order to build a printer that addressed the needs of high-volume print shops, Brother adapted its technology to build a machine capable of handling the rigors of printing large quantities across multiple shifts. They call this model the GTX Pro B, and as you can see, it looks a little bit different than the standard GTX Pro. Brother engineers created an advanced ink system that agitates, circulates, filters, and degasses the ink before sending it to the print heads. This keeps the ink in a constant state of readiness and minimizes the time it takes to prepare the printer for its next print run. That means less waiting and more printing. This innovative new feature also makes it possible to use bulk ink containers. Traditionally, a large tank of ink would have some settling of particles, which, as anyone who uses ink knows, is a big problem. But because the ink system of the GTX Pro B keeps the ink in its optimal state, it can run longer without being refilled or performing traditional maintenance procedures, which means fewer interruptions and, again, more printing. This higher print volume creates specific maintenance requirements in order to keep the production lines rolling. This is where the industrial maintenance station really shows its stuff. Along with those redesigned wet caps and an improved drainage system, it creates a platform built to operate well beyond the normal 9 to 5 production shifts. Now, while running these printers for extended shifts creates opportunity, it also creates additional needs, specifically in staffing. Brother knows this. That's why they made the GTX Pro B so simple to operate. You can have a new employee up to speed in operating the printer in no time. You don't have to be a printing expert, you just need to know how to use basic software and handle basic machinery operation. The GTX Pro B gives you the features and usability to grow your DTG printing business quickly. But when you do, you'll want the flexibility to grow your operation along with your sales. Brother took that into account as well. You can maximize the efficiency of your equipment and your labor by combining multiple GTX Pro B printers to create a single high-volume pod. This pod setup makes it possible for you to invest in the equipment that makes sense for your business today. And it also allows you to easily expand whenever your sales volume dictates it, without reorganizing your shop floor or adding significant new labor costs. This multi-printer pod setup keeps production rolling whenever a single printer is due for its preventative maintenance. Speaking of preventative maintenance, you can create even greater efficiencies by sending one or more of your employees to a Brother DTG training center to become an authorized in-house technician. So what's next? Well, if history is any indicator, and it always is, DTG technology will evolve at an ever-increasing rate. Brother has already overcome so many of the early obstacles and broken through to make DTG printing a legitimate option for any size shop or order. That positions them perfectly at the forefront of technology advancements that are over the next horizon. And it makes Brother the ideal partner for your business.